A 13-period calendar, also called a P13 calendar, uses 13 planning periods instead of 12 months. Each period is 4 weeks long, except in years when one selected period includes a fifth week. A P13 calendar helps you compare performance across years because each period contains the same number of weekdays and weekends. This consistency is useful in industries such as retail, hospitality, restaurants, and consumer goods, where sales, labor, and inventory often depend on day-of-week patterns. 13-period calendar support is available when creating a planning modules application. Custom planning applications can use custom period structures, but the documented P13 calendar behavior applies to planning modules. You select a 13-period calendar only when you create a new application. You cannot enable a 13-period calendar for an existing application. The application must use hybrid block storage. Oracle provides a flexible 13-period calendar definition for new applications in both EPM Standard Cloud Planning and EPM Enterprise Cloud Planning updates. When you define the calendar, specify the years the application spans, distribute periods across quarters, select which quarter has 4 periods, and define when the fiscal year ends. You also select the period that receives the extra week in a 53-week year. To make period names easier to read, you can replace the default TP prefix with a prefix that fits your organization. After you create the application, you can preview the dates for each period by year from the Application Overview Actions menu. The application creates 13 period members, such as TP1 through TP13, and adds them as children of year total. Each period member has a start date and an end date. Your calendar definition applies across the application. Forms, dashboards, and date-based calculations use the 13-period structure. This helps planners work with the same period logic when they review results, enter forecast values, and compare performance across years. In financials, configure planning and forecasting granularity by year. You can plan by 13 periods, quarters, years, or at a weekly level. When weekly planning is enabled, the application supports 53 weeks. Week 53 is available only in a leap year and is added to the period you selected during application creation. Workforce calculations also use the 13-period calendar. When payment terms are based on the calendar year, dates can cross fiscal years and periods. For monthly payment terms, the periods that include the last day of each calendar month become the payment periods, so at least one period typically has no payment. With a 13-period calendar, you can standardize planning periods, support consistent year-over-year comparisons, and align planning and forecasting with weekly or period-based business cycles. You define the calendar once during application creation, and planning applies that logic to supported modules, custom plan types, forms, dashboards, and calculations. To learn more, visit docs.oracle.com.